child, but don't save him. He don't want to be saved. Okay? He don't want to be saved.
I'm doing rich shit. Pretty big shit. I'm doing rich shit. I'm doing rich shit.
What's going on, YouTube? It is your girl Lauren Finesse, and we are back. As you guys can see, I am not in my normal place. I'm actually on a work trip in Atlanta, and I'm tired. I just got my food, and I was like, why don't we just have a quick story time? And I'm sitting in this bed being fat, and that's just what it is. Before we get into the video, please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know that you dropped by. Like, let's talk about it. Like, let's really talk about it. For my meals, I got some calamari. Ooh, calamari. And I got some fries. Nothing crazy. And I gotta have my blue cheese crumbles. Now, I also told them to give me some blue cheese dressing, but okay, we ain't gonna trip. But anyway, since I'm staying in tonight and everybody else is like going out, I couldn't do it because I went out last night. So today is Tuesday, March 4th. Y'all, I got to Atlanta yesterday at 5:30 p.m. And my girl Tay lives here. I'll insert a clip. Look at my babe. She's so pretty. Hold on. I gotta get it focused. I didn't check in. I didn't check into my hotel until like 12:30. It was almost 1 o'clock. I was tired. Had to be up super early. And then I was in meetings all day. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here for business. So I got a little turn up in. But baby, the way I did not need to be turned up as I was last night, I didn't even finish. I had a drink I didn't even finish. Okay, we had hookah and drinks and food. It was all too much. So today, I'm chilling. I ain't doing too much. I just want to chill. So, excuse me if I'm smacking. I'm hungry, and I gotta get a little meal in. So, y'all can already see the title, so you already know it's chaotic. The title alone should let you know. I contemplated telling this story because, after I learned of this, I was still talking to him. Child, but don't save him. He don't want to be saved. Okay? He don't want to be saved. And that's just that on that. You can't save him. But let me start at the beginning. So, Valentine's Day, or Valentine's weekend, right? Valentine's Day fell on the 14th. One of my besties, Lisa, was in town. She came to Arizona. Her and one of our other friends, and Nettie, and Nettie's daughter, who is grown. Her daughter's grown. So, of course, we want to hang out. We want to turn up. Me personally, if you've never been to Arizona, my vibe is Scottsdale. I love Scottsdale. Scottsdale is just, it's upbeat. It's sophisticated. It has the nice restaurants. It's no riffraff. Like, Scottsdale for me is like where I like to be. So when they said, where should we go? I said, I know just the place. Let's go to this hookah spot in Scottsdale. And where the hookah spot is, it's in an area where there are a bunch of clubs. Like, there's a street where there are clubs back to back to back. I'm talking about adjoining walls. Back to back to back on both sides of the street. Just a club, right? It's literally like a It's a thing. So I said, let's go to the hookah spot. If we want to move around, we can, because we're... Oh, did they not give me any napkins? No. Oh, wait, I got some. So I said, let's go there. So we go to the hookah spot. The hookah spot was lit. It was just enough turn up. It was just enough vibes. We leave the hookah spot. I don't know, like, people are calling me. What is going on? Oh, that's... Anyway. So we leave the hookah spot and we're walking around in that area. Like I said, that area has a bunch of different restaurants and stuff, right? Child, as soon as I get on the phone, as soon as I turn the video on, my mentions are going crazy on Instagram. People are calling me, texting me, messaging me. What do y'all want? You know, I fed the streets a little bit last night with some cute pics and a video. Dang. Now y'all on my heels. Relax. No, let me stop. So anyway, so we leave the hookah spot and we get to walking around, right? We walk past this cigar lounge. It's called Fox's Cigar Lounge. Now, when we walked past, it looked lit, but we wasn't really paying attention. Like, we were actually on our way to... There was like a taco spot that everybody kept telling us about, and we were hungry. This was the end of the night. So we were trying to find a taco spot, but randomly we actually had walked the wrong way. We should have walked north, but we walked south. We walked to the back door. There's like a side ramp door. So we walked to the back door, whatever. And and the door was closed. It was locked. So, you know, we was outside. We was being a little spicy. So I knocked on the door. I knocked on the side door. The dude opened the door. And we was like, oh, you know, we going in the side entrance. We're going into the VIP entrance, right? So we go in. We like, oh, the owner said we could come in this in the side door. And he was like, the owner ain't tell you that, but he was cool. The security guard, he was cool. So he let us in. We go to the bar. We sit down. The bartender want to buy us drinks. He talking about some type of orange. He said like some orange tequila or something. It was a weird flavor combo. But it was like orange tequila or something like that. Whatever. So we take the shots. We sit at the bar. There's a guy who's next to me. And he was like, oh, you can have what you want. You can do what you want. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm thinking, he's talking about getting a drink or whatever. He just was talking. I don't pay him no mind though. So now we ready to go because we were hungry in the cigar lounge. I looked on their website. It said that they serve food, but the guy was telling us the kitchen wasn't open. So I think the kitchen was just closed. So we're ready to go because we're hungry. So Nettie and her daughter had to go to the bathroom. So they get up and they go to the bathroom. And my girl Lisa is like, well, the bartender gave us these shots, right? Like, who finna pay for these shots? Because who ordered these shots? I was like, no, the bartender gave us the shots for free. And then I was being silly. I'm like, even if he didn't, I'm like, dude right here say I can have whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. He could pay for it. So he don't budge when I say this, right? Because he's standing right next to me. Right? So we stand up. Child. Like, when I tell you my phone is blowing up, just like all these random numbers, like, as soon as I turn the camera on. So we stand up. Now, when I stand up, because we finna go. This fine, when I say fine, y'all, top 5 most attractive man that I have ever seen. Top 5, and he wasn't number 5. He top 5, and he wasn't number 5. He walk up. Now, the first red flag was how he was dressed. He was dressed like Cam Newton. Like, he had the Hermes scarf around his head. First of all, he had like a beanie type hat on. But he had the Hermes scarf around the beanie, like tied under his neck. And he had like a poncho on. Like, he was dressed like a celebrity. I'll say that. Because he didn't look bad in the outfit. But it wasn't an outfit that just anybody could pull off, right? Like, you would have to be famous. Like, there would have to be a reason why you were dressed like this to pull it off. He looked good in it, but it was very flashy. It was very flashy, right? So he walk up. He get to talking. I'm like, y'all, he looks so good. So we just get to talking or whatever. And he like, you know, what did he say? He had this raspy voice. He had a cigar in his hand. He had a drink. I mean, he just, this man is gorgeous. So he like, what y'all finna do? Y'all finna leave? And we like, yeah, we gotta go get some food. So he said, put my number in your phone. I have my phone in my hand. I said, you know, I give it to him. You put the number in. The man puts the number in his phone, and then he calls himself from my phone to his phone. I seen it ring. That's that. Now, I'm not going to say his name because, not that I even think he would watch this or not that I would even care, but I just don't need to say his name. Because he got a unique name, and it ain't even worth it. Whatever. So anyway, so he puts the name, put the number, he calls himself. We hug, and we leave. We go outside, we gone. We go to the taco spot. That was Saturday night. Saturday night, Valentine's Day weekend. So Sunday come. I don't even think about the man. I don't even think about him. Monday comes around, and I have randomly thought about him. I was like, oh my God, I forgot about this fine ass man that I ran into the other night. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I should call him. I was telling my friend I was like, oh my God, because I was telling her, like, when I thought about it, I was like, oh my God, he was so fine. I'm like, damn, I should call him. I forgot all about him. And she was like, yeah, you should call him. I'm like, I'm gonna message him. I messaged him at like, I don't know, it's probably like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He instantly messages me back. So now we're going back and forth in messages for like an hour maybe, right? Till about 5 o'clock. And he says, what are you doing tonight? Like, let's hang out. You know, do you want to grab dinner? Do you want to grab drinks? Like, what do you want to do? He tells me he's not from here, from Arizona. He's only been in Arizona for a couple of months. So he's, you know, he don't know all the spots, right? So I said, okay. I have a spot. I got a nice rooftop spot that I like to go to, that I like to take my family and stuff to. So I'm like, have you ever been here? To the rooftop? He said, no. Cool. I'm like, okay, let's go there. It's in Scottsdale, by the way. Again, Scottsdale is my vibe. Hands down, Scottsdale is my vibe. So, shout out to my portfolio leader who bought me this drink downstairs at the bar. I walked up to the bar. He ordering drinks. He like, and whatever she's having. I'm like, let me get that Julio. DNA. Double it up. Splash of lemonade. Anyway, so we go to the rooftop. Mind you, let me take a quick step back. I've been saying, because I've been single, I just was saying I want to date. I want to put myself out there. This is just something that I was saying like a week or two before I met him. Something else is, I started seeing Porsches everywhere. I'm like, I really want a Porsche. I really want a Porsche. I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to get a Porsche, but I definitely want one. And I started seeing Porsches everywhere. I'm like, damn, I guess I'm getting me a Porsche. So we get to the rooftop. I pull up. And he's like, oh, I'm like a minute away. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait on him to pull up. Do y'all know this Porsche pulls next to me? The Porsche pulled next to my Audi. I say, I know this ain't this man. I know this ain't this man in this Porsche. He's in a Panamera, a new one. I said, I know this is not this man. Like, I just know, and my mind was blown because I'm telling y'all, even as recent as that day, I was just talking about Porsche. I'm getting me a Porsche. I'm getting a Porsche. Like, just speaking it into existence. So, of course, he calls. He has full tenant. He called me. He like, where you at? I was like, I think this you that just pulled up next to me in this Porsche. He like, oh yeah, that's me. I said, oh, not only is he fine, he in the car I want. Just like, damn, this might be a vibe. Not even on no superficial shit, but these are just like my first initial thoughts. Like, what else do I have to go on? I don't know him yet. We go to the rooftop, y'all. We close the rooftop down. When I tell you, me and this man have so much in common, I'm talking about we have so much in common from everything from like the fact that I drink sparkling water. I know that may sound like something minor, but what niggas y'all know drink sparkling water? Let me know. Let me know. Like, that really drink sparkling water. And I found this out because he ordered it first. I was like, shut up with the line. That's my go-to. I'm like, shut up. Like, this is what I ordered. This is what I drink, right? We get to talking about family, telling me about his dad, telling me about his mom. We just have so much in common. I kid you not. We have so much in common. The vibe is there. It's strong, y'all. When I say I haven't liked somebody in a long time, and when I tell you this man showed up, beautiful man. Beautiful man. And we got all this stuff in common. So my mind is really blown. So in my mind, I'm just like, all of these things are like serendipitous. Everything that keeps happening, I'm like, these are like serendipitous acts that are happening around me. Like, we shut the rooftop down. Like, they were done serving food. They were done serving alcohol. It was no one there but me and him on this rooftop. And the manager, Marnie, shout out to Marnie, she was like, okay, she was like, y'all, we gotta go, we gotta close it down. She was like, but let me get y'all some shots before you go. And it was on a Monday night. I said, did I just meet my husband? This is crazy, right? So, okay, great. I'm like, I'm really feeling him, and it's just, man, it's just something, right? So then we talk every day, all day. From that moment on, we talked every single day, all day. Now it's Friday again. He's like, let's go to dinner. What do you want to do? Whatever. I said, okay. So Saturday, again, now once again, he tells me to pick a place. He doesn't know. So, also, we both love sushi. So he was like, let's go to a sushi spot. Now, mind you, my bougie ass, I go to Nobu. I go to Tao. Like, these are the places that I like to frequent, okay? Even my profile picture on my banner, my profile picture on my YouTube is me at Tao, right? That's the type of sushi I like to eat. But the Nobu in Scottsdale closed at 9 o'clock, and I didn't want to be rushing, so I found a trendy spot that I was like, okay, this place looks cute. We can go there to try it. So that's the place that we picked. Okay, we're gonna meet up at 8 o'clock. That's where we're going, right? By the time I made it there, we said we're gonna meet at 8. I made it there. It was like 8:45, like 8:50. Cause then I had to park my car in the garage, and then I had to like walk down. It was damn near 9 o'clock, y'all. Mind you, I had been on the phone with him. I'm on my way. I got caught by the train. I got caught by the closed street. I'm telling him. He like, okay. When I come out the parking garage, he's standing in front of the sushi restaurant, looking so, when I say looking good, he had just got a fresh haircut. So he's black and Cuban. He's black and Cuban. So like his curls, like the how his hair was so curly and just like fresh cut with the line. And I'm just I'm looking at this man. I'm like, this man is so fine. It is insane how fine this man is. But as soon as I approach him, he gives me a hug. The energy is off. I could just like the energy is off. Something is off about the energy. So we go into the restaurant and the energy is just off. He is having a panic attack. He's like, I don't like waiting. You had me waiting and it made me uncomfortable. And so we sit down. He instantly orders us like 4 things of hot sake. And he's downing them. Like, I'm like, okay, red flag number 2. First red flag was, why are you dressed like Cam Newton? And then the second red flag is like, why are you having an anxiety attack? Now, I was late. The connection I felt like was so strong that I could feel the anxiety. Like his anxiety, I felt it. Like it was making me anxious. So then I was feeling uncomfortable. Like it just, the vibe was totally off. And the music, like it was just too trendy. It was too loud. He was like, man, we should have just went to Nobu. Like, I'm like, yeah, but they were closing at 9. He like, oh, well, they probably stopped serving food at 9, but they don't close at 9, not on a Saturday. And I'm like, yeah, you right. So he's having a panic attack. He's slowly calming down. It's making me anxious. I'm slowly trying to calm down. And we finally are like, we ordered 1 roll. We ordered 1 sushi roll just to taste it because like we're here. And we were like, let's go. I'm saying this to him because I'm seeing how uncomfortable he is and how he's fidgety. At one point, he had the chopsticks and he was like bamming the chopsticks on the table. It was just too much. It was so much. So I'm like, let's go. Mind you, this man is 40, right? So he's not a little kid. This man is 40, okay? So we get up, we leave. He had valeted his car. So we took the long way to the valet because on the outside of where the restaurant is, there's like, it's a bunch of restaurants and like an outside area where like green turf, like it was kids playing over here. It was like, they got a big neon sign that you can take pictures with right here. It's an Italian restaurant right here. It's a bar right here. It's a pizza place right here. It was a lot, but we walked the long way to the valet, just like walking and talking or whatever. And so we get in the car and he takes me to my car and we sit in the car and we talk for a minute. I leave, right? I get in my car and go home. The date was short. It was weird vibes. It was what it was. I felt really bad because I could tell he was just so anxious and uncomfortable. And he was like, no, don't feel bad. He was like, you know, I'm feeling better. I hope you feeling better. Like, so, when I tell you the man's so sweet, so genuine, so nice, so kind. And this man is fine. He fine and kind. Oh, sign me up. So I get back home. Okay, that was Saturday. He calls me the next day like nothing happened. What are you doing tonight? Let's get dinner tonight. Like, you know, pick us a chill place. Like, you know, we could just grab drinks, get us some food. I say, okay. Now this time I say, let's go to STK, a place that I know. Okay, STK is my spot. It's upscale. It's chill. I know the food is good. The vibes are good. I know the chef, one of the executive chefs. He don't work there no more, but one of his restaurants was STK Scottsdale. He's still the executive chef in Chicago, Chef Will. Shout out to Chef Will. And I think he's also the I'm saying executive chef, sous chef, right? Whatever. He's also the sous chef in the one in Denver. In any event. So I'm like, let's go to STK. Okay, cool. Now, I get to STK a little before him. Mind you, me and him been on the phone all day. Yeah, the vibes was off yesterday, but we reset like it was nothing. We reset, we're good. Now he late. He 20 minutes late. He like, oh, well, I wasn't trying to be on time after what happened yesterday. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. So he gets to the restaurant. Once again, he looks amazing. And, you know, we sit down and we start talking. And then the conversation just starts to get real weird. I don't even know what we were talking about that led us down this road. But something about I don't even remember, but something about he just basically he's like, oh, I got hoes. I was like, what? Like hoes like a pimp? He like, yeah. I'm like, wait, what? You're a pimp? He like, yeah. I'm like, you had hoes like where he from? He was like, yeah. I was like, you got hoes here in Arizona? He was like, yeah. So now I'm sitting at we're in STK by the way, and I'm just sitting there like, okay. I don't even know what do you say to that? Mind you, like my brain starts replaying certain things. Oh yeah, he was dressed like Cam Newton. Why did he have a scarf on? Oh yeah, he was having a panic attack. Like who's after you? Like all these things get the coming through my mind. But I'm like, this man and then this connection we have is so rare that I'm thrown through a loop. And then he gets to telling me like, oh, I don't want to mess up your life. I don't want to dog you out, and I'm like, then don't. What? And so he gets very short, and it was like, okay, now the vibes went from yesterday anxiety vibes to we got all the way back on track, talked, we were fine, to now you're a pimp? Now you're a pimp? My brain could not calculate what was happening right then. So I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I guess, we could wrap this night up. Because he telling me how he don't want to hurt me. He don't want to dog me out. And okay, well, I guess we going to wrap it up. Now, I'm so sad that I couldn't even stop myself from being sad. So like I'm sitting at the table and my eyes are watering up with tears. And he was like, no, don't, this ain't nothing to cry about. You don't have to cry. You shouldn't be crying. Like, I don't want to hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just telling you what it is. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt you. You ain't got to cry about it. Still being like very sweet and nice. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do with this information. So I leave and I was so sad. I was so unbelievably sad. I was like, you don't meet people that you have like connections with, people that you have things in common with, people that you can just talk to, that you don't get tired of. And then you meet somebody like that and then they drop a bomb on you like, oh, and I'm a pimp. So I was having a conversation with one of my friends who she had previously encountered a pimp. Okay, I won't even get into that. That's her business. But she encountered a pimp. Okay. And so so she's the first person that I wanted to tell, even though she was like the third person I told. I had told my girl who I was with the night that we met, because she met him. I told her. And I had told my other girl because I was just like this. I had been telling her how amazing this man is. So anyway, so I told my friend and she was like, oh, you got to be careful with him and you need to leave him where he at. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Mind you, this man basically broke up with me. This was Sunday night. Monday, I don't call the man. I don't talk to the man. He said, let me know when you make it home. That was Sunday night. He said, let me know when you make it home. I got home. I said, I'm home. And he said, cool, good night. That was it. In my mind, I don't have a need to call him anymore. I'm not going to talk to him anymore. It is what it is. So he then proceeds to, on Monday, the man is calling me and texting me, talking about what you doing, how you feeling, you okay? And I'm like, sir, I'm very confused about this. Like, you basically broke up with me, and now you're calling me. Like, that didn't just happen. So now I'm very confused. I'm just like, what do I do with this information? How do I receive this information? So now all week he is being even more just like, I could tell that he felt bad. That's what it was. Because when my eyes was watering at that table, I could not stop myself. Like, that's how sad I was. I was like, man, this man is so perfect. And then it's like I just hit a brick wall. So I couldn't even, my emotions just were happening. It was nothing I could do. It was nothing I could do. And so I felt like he felt bad. And so he was calling me. He was like, he was just being very attentive and nice, and I could tell he was making like an effort to like, I could tell he felt bad and he was making an effort to like mend whatever bridge there was to mend. You know what I mean? He was telling me like, he was like, I don't want you to have no bad feelings towards me. I don't want you to feel bad about me. I don't want any interactions between us to be negative and da da da. And so I'm like, okay. So all week I'm fighting myself like, okay, Lauren, this man say he a pimp. It's nothing you can do with that. It is what it is. You gotta let him go be who he gonna be. And then also my friend was in my ear like, oh, he trying to get you. That's why he being nice. And I'm like, yeah, that could be the case. But I'm like, he really is a good person. Like, and I don't know. I'm extremely empathetic, and I'm telling y'all, I knew he was being genuine. I felt it. It was very real. The connection we had was real, even for such a short period of time. So I'm feeling like I just need a little bit of closure. I know it ain't going nowhere. I know all of the things in my mind are not happening. I know this. But I felt like I needed some closure because he just dropped a bomb on me in the middle of just us being happy. I'm like, what do I do with this information? So anyway, we plan to see each other on Friday. I wanted to discuss it, and like I said, the whole week he had 3 phones. He got 3 phones. The man was calling me. He gave me all his numbers. He called me Thursday. He gave me his other number, and then Friday he was calling me and he gave me his third line. And I'm just like, yeah, it's no way that this man, is he feeling something? Like, ain't no man who got 3 phones gonna give you all 3 lines. Like, I could just tell that he was trying to, whatever, just, I don't know. But I could just tell he was trying to be just like a good person. Anyway, I decided to meet back up with him again on Friday, the following Friday, because I just felt like I needed some type of closure with it. The way it was sprung on me, it was just weird. And then for him to break up with me and then be on my line all week and giving me his numbers and being sweet and just doing all of the things, I was just very confused. But anyway, we met up on Friday. Long story short, he was getting on my nerves. I was getting on his nerves, and we parted ways. That was Friday. Today is Tuesday. I have not heard from him since Friday. I don't want to hear from him. It is what it is. I'm totally fine with it. It left the way it needed to be left. Unfortunately, I don't think he's a bad person, but unfortunately, his lifestyle and his relationship to how he mentally and physically feels towards women is not healthy. And as soon as I seen him, it was just like, yeah, he was looking good too. He was also looking. The man look good, okay? If he ain't gonna do nothing else, he gonna look good. And that's all I can give it to him. That's it. You look good. But you as a person, you got a lot of things to work on. You and your views on women, you got a lot to work on. And I'm not in the place where I'm trying to be teaching somebody and going through the motions and ride or die. Like, no, I'm too old for that. I need you to come already ready. Like, I need you to come ready. Not getting ready, not need to be warmed up. I need you to come ready. Cause I'm gonna come ready. I'm ready. Like, I'm ready. So I need you to come ready. So anyway, that was that, y'all. That is my story on how a pimp almost got me. Cause at the end of the day, that last time I saw him, I saw him in a different light. Like, everything he was doing gave very much pimp. The things he was saying gave very much pimp. And I didn't like it. So yeah, what else could I do? I wish him the best. I hope he can do what he has to do for his life. And yeah, y'all be careful out there, because guess what? It's pimps. It's pimps. Not only is it pee in a dating pool, it's shit in a dating pool. Now it's pimps in a dating pool. You mean to tell me it's pimps in a dating pool too? Oh no, I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, guys, let me know what y'all thought about this story time. This is something that is very, very recent, just happened to me. And I'm like, yeah, I probably should tell the people. I got 1,000,001 story times about different things. Maybe I'll do another one on something older, but this one was right on time. So please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Stay away from the pimps, y'all. Keep your eyes open. All right. Bye.